The moment my 6-year-old son pointed at the man waiting by the car and said, "That's Mrs. Carter's husband," I felt the ground shift beneath me, a child's innocent words unraveling the secret my wife had buried deep. I caught my cheating wife when my son recognized her friend from school pickup. I was standing outside Oak Ridge Elementary, the late afternoon sun casting long shadows across the parking lot, waiting to pick up my son, Ethan. It was a routine I cherished, his gap-toothed grin as he ran toward me, backpack bouncing. But that day, something felt off. My wife, Sarah, had texted she'd be late from her book club, so I'd taken the duty. As I scanned the crowd of parents, Ethan tugged my hand, his voice bright with recognition. "Daddy, that's Mrs. Carter's husband," he chirped, pointing at a man leaning casually against a sleek sedan, chatting with Sarah. My heart stopped. Mrs. Carter was Ethan's teacher, a kind woman with a warm smile, and her husband, tall, with a trimmed beard, wasn't supposed to know my wife. I watched, frozen, as Sarah laughed, her hand brushing his arm in a way that wasn't friendly. Ethan, oblivious, waved at the man, who stiffened and quickly turned away. My mind raced Sarah's late nights, her sudden interest in school events, the hushed phone calls she ended when I entered the room. I'd brushed it off as stress from her job as a nurse, but now the pieces clicked. That night, I confronted her. She denied it at first, her eyes darting, but when I mentioned Ethan's comment and the parking lot scene, she broke. Tears streamed down her face as she confessed to an affair with Daniel, Mrs. Carter's husband, sparked during parent-teacher meetings and fueled by late-night support sessions. The betrayal cut deeper than I'd imagined. Sarah sobbed that it was a mistake, that Daniel's charm had filled a void I didn't know existed. Our home, once filled with laughter, grew silent. Ethan sensed the tension, asking why Mommy cried, and I struggled to shield him from the truth. I moved into the guest room, filing for separation, my trust in ashes. Sarah begged for forgiveness, but the image of her with Daniel haunted me. Weeks later, I took Ethan to the park, needing air to clear the fog. As he chased a soccer ball, a familiar figure approached Mrs. Carter. Her eyes were red, her voice shaky. "I know about Sarah and Daniel," she said. "He's gone, and I'm sorry for your pain. We talked to wounded spouses finding solace, and she suggested a family counseling session for the kids' sake." I hesitated, but Ethan's plea, "I want us all happy again," tipped the scale. Under the canopy of a sprawling oak, with Ethan's laughter ringing as he kicked the ball, I looked at Sarah across the picnic blanket, her face etched with regret. The counselor had opened a door we thought was locked, her loneliness, my distance, the affair as a cry for connection. That day, we didn't erase the past, but we held hands, promising to try for Ethan, for the love that once was. As the sun dipped low, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, I felt a tear slip, a mix of sorrow for what was lost and hope for what might be. In my son's innocent joy, I found the strength to rebuild, one fragile step at a time.